Hello everybody, welcome to a nice, bright, shiny, Bethesda-y, Fallout-y, releasey trailer kind of new Fallout kind of day. Bethesda this morning released Fallout 76 trailer, which, considering they've got like 10 days until E3, is probably a good time to get the hype train rolling. And I'm here doing this video, so it worked. I'm going to be using some like still images from it. So if you want to watch the full animated trailer, even though there isn't really that much animation going on, it's more kind of like, ooh, Vista kind of scenario. I'm going to link the original trailer down in the description. So before we start, I want you to all know and be aware that I know nothing, as always, and this video is just like scraped from my own knowledge that I know about Fallout and stuff that people have been saying online. So I'm splitting this up into the things like facts and speculation. So this is basically stuff that I've scraped from the video and things. So facts. The things we know about Vault 76, because it has been mentioned previously in Fallout 3. Because if you go to the Citadel, they have like a terminal with lists of vaults on it. Vault 76 is on that list, and it says like it's a control vault. It's got 500 people in it, and it's set to open 20 years after any kind of nuclear war. If we know that, it was like 27th of October 2077 was the Fallout War, so it should be open just before the turn of the century. Century? Yeah, century. I was going for millennium. No, not millennium, century. If you compare that to Fallout 1's control vault, which was Vault 13, which was supposed to be opened after 200 years, there's a slight difference. So it's like 10 times as long for Vault 13. So Vault 76 opened 20 years after the apocalypse, allegedly. Okay, point B. So apparently, in Fallout 4's introductory newscast before the bombs fell, so you're walking around in your thing, there was a newscast, and it said basically Vault 76 has its Tricent was opened for the Tricenter, and you know what? I'm just going to play the audio. I'm just going to go grab the audio. Here's the audio.
Since debuting Vault 76 last year in honor of America's tercentenary, Vault-Tec continues to expand with plans for well over 100 vaults around the country.
All right, so I guess if that's the audio, they've been planning this for, well, probably at least until the beginning of Fallout 4. They've known that this is a thing that they want to do. So they've been planning it for a while, and, you know, this whole clip is confirmed in a poster, well, this poster, on a wall, that Vault 76 is the vault of the Tricentennial of America, which I guess I missed because, you know, that makes sense relating to the themes of Fallout 4. So that's fine. I didn't even know this was a thing. I had to look on the wiki for this. A lot of this information has come from the wiki. I didn't know about Vault 76 before, but the detail has come from the wiki. So thank you to my wiki, Fallout wiki brethrens, etc. If it's part of the Brotherhood of Steel's archive, the vault should be located somewhere in the DC area, the DC ruins. So hopefully what that means, it will, you know, we'll be able to see things like the Super Duper Mart before it became the Super Duper Shell. So after 20 years, we should be able to go back and see things from... I think that's partly why it's now, because it's got some idea of the map. I mean, this is my gut feeling. So some of the map would be the things, the place where Megaton would be. That's my gut feeling. That bit is speculation. Awooga speculation warning. Okay, so at the very beginning of the video, there's a Pip-Boy, which is later confirmed in another Pip-Boy if you turn it around and flip it. It says 27 of October, 2102. So... and that's the same as when it's on the wrist and flipped over, etc. So that's 25 years after the bombs dropped, and 5 years after Vault 76 was supposed to open. Make of that what you will. I'm going to talk about what I make of that in a minute. There are no other people aside from the one character shown inside the vault. There's literally no one there. There's a lot of bunting from a party and a Pip-Boy sign that says, "Celebrate Reclamation Day!" And the vault is littered with like confetti and balloons are all over the floor, like there's been a massive party, I'm assuming, for Reclamation Day. However, the balloons are still inflated. So after 5, I don't know if you know what happens after 5 years with balloons, but they start to, air starts to slowly escape. Just what happens. So they should no way be bright as perky as they are in the video if it's after 5 years. That might be a Bethesda, it might be a Bethesda bug, or a Bethesda oversight, but it might just be they're trying to trick us, which they do often. Other things. Oh, yeah, there's a mixture of brand new looking items and things battered up, like, I'm going to show you a picture of things like Jangles the Moon Monkey and this rucksack. That is battered all to hell. That looks like it's been seeing heavy use for a long time, but the surroundings are brand new. So, yeah. There is half-finished breakfasts left on the table, so maybe it gives me a Mary Celeste vibe. Things happened in a hurry. And the last thing I noticed, which I don't have an explanation for, there's a wire running down the back of the protagonist held on by zip ties. That's weird. I don't think I've seen that in our previous Fallouts, but I'm willing to be proved wrong on all of this. If you've got speculation, go for it. Go nuts in the description. Or not in the description, in the comments. Try and avoid the description. That's my job. Alright. This title is the one that I'm going to call Speculation. Okay, so there's a couple of things that have been mentioned by a Game Insider. One that is, it's going to be an online game, but from what the stories are, it looks like it might be an online co-op game rather than an MMO style game. So I'm not as annoyed by... I say that I would love a Fallout MMO that is actually a Fallout MMO. I would love that if it was done properly and with care to the source material and some grace. I'd love that. But not one that's sent in the 2100. You want a 2177 sort of... That's your baseline. However, sorry. I'm okay with co-op. I would probably play single player rather than co-op, if it is at all a possibility. I'm hoping for like a Stardew Valley kind of co-op. Here, come and join me in my base building. That's the other thing. People says it might be a base buildery kind of thing, which is, as we all know, the worst part of Fallout 4. So, we'll see. If they get a base... Right, it might be like it's a Fallout... This is speculation, this bit. This is no industry insider. It might be a bit Fallout sheltery, which is okay. I'm okay with that. Sending people out into the wastelands, going out into the wastelands yourself, coming back, building your base. So long as there is some thought and effort put behind it, and not just, here's a base, build it. I've got that in Fallout 4. I don't need that again. So yeah, we'll see. So that's the inside bit. So the rest bit is just my speculation. There are no facts beyond this point. So my theory is obviously they had their, reunification day? No, Reclamation Day celebration, opened the vault, and something terrible immediately happened. I'm guessing death claws, because I always death claws, and the Enclave isn't around. Well, the Enclave is around, but it's not doing its thing yet. If you want to know who the Enclave are, just there's a history video. Yeah, so something terrible happened, wiping out the vault's inhabitants. Apart from you might be one of the people that went out and scouted before you opened the vaults, just so it was safe, etc. You may have come in and yeah. But that explains, like, the party still applies, are still lying strewn around the floor, not being tidied up. Doesn't explain the balloons still being up after 5 years, though. Yeah. But anyway, speaking of Fallout history, and I did do, like, a video of, like, the history of Fallout 1, because I'm quite good at that. And that's going to be at the end of the video, and if I can get it into a card, I will. Anyway, sorry. This is only like a few months after Richard Gray became exposed to the FEV. If you don't know what the FEV is, it's the Force Evolutionary Virus, which makes the super mutants. So, at this point of the game, there will be no super mutants. Because no one is capturing test subjects to turn them into mutants. So the Enclave can't be doing that yet, because that's still 100 years away. Ish. So, it's not ish. It's a while away. Let's put it like that. It's something like 50 or 60 years in the future. So yes, no super mutants in the game. There still will be Deathclaws though. At least there won't be super mutants if Bethesda is playing by the law. If Bethesda isn't playing by the law, I'm going to get irritated. Just so we know. But yes, Deathclaws. So what else? The protagonist could be an outsider who stumbled onto the vault after it was opened. Which would explain the dirty backpack, but the clean everything else. And I guess that's basically it. That's all I'm willing to speculate so far, based on what I know. If you know more than me, fucking feel free to go for the comment section. Not the description. I so wanted to say description again, but go for the comment section. So anyway, I've been Zombie Cleo. Enjoy your fallouts. Class dismissed.